never sign the deal before getting all the facts, and never become emotional, especially when you're shaking hands with an executive, even if that executive is from US. Hi friends, let me talk to you today about our biggest failure at MSys. So the journey that I have had with MSys since 2012 as CEO, the biggest failure, if I have to, the biggest lesson, as I always say, failures are lessons. So biggest lesson has been actually, I would say, a couple of years ago when we undertook a project with a data backup company. I will not reveal the name of the company here, located in US. We really wanted to get into that secondary storage market. I mean, as many of you know, that storage continues to be our major focus in the company. The secondary storage market was very attractive, and we never had a big presence there at that time, 2.5 or 3 years ago. So we formed some very good relationship with the top executives of a company. But little did we realize that those folks were, to some extent, taking us for a ride. That was actually the onset of COVID. The deal we signed, or we shook hands on, was done, I think, the second or third week of March, just before, in 2020, just before COVID had hit US. We met their CTO, and he convinced us to take the deal at a cost much lower. It was redoing one of their, or upgrading one of their major softwares for the amount that I think, which was less than 50% of what our folks had estimated. I mean, our folks had estimated, let's say, to be $1.5 million, and I think they convinced us to do it for $700,000. We took it because we wanted to get into the market. We looked into their eyes, seemed like genuine, everything fine. We didn't realize many things. That their team, which was supposed to train our team, was all located in Wuhan. Can you believe that? I mean, at that time, it appeared to us like a deal of our lifetime. I mean, we are going to crack the secondary storage market. From this onwards, we're going to grow very fast in that. And of course, we agreed to do the deal at half the price, and then find out right after signing the deal that all their existing team has vanished because they were in Wuhan, and Wuhan guys are not coming back. I mean, I hope people still remember Wuhan was the epicenter of COVID-19, right? And I mean, look at the chances. I mean, chances of them having team in China, and that too in Wuhan. I mean, they were perhaps 0.001%, but it did happen, and we could never really, I would say, find those guys to learn the previous product from them to be able to enhance it. So our team had to do double work. So if we had quoted $1.5 million, we actually ended up doing the work of $2.5 million or $3 million, because we first had to learn the product. So I would say, I mean, in my lifetime with MSys, if there is any project that I had to spend the most time personally on, that was that project. Almost every day I used to have calls with the teams to see where they are, how far we have come, and of course we were late by almost 40-50% of the time, which to us as a company meant that we spent a lot more money that we had originally estimated. So anyway, that was the biggest lesson we learned, that never sign the deal before getting all the facts, and never become emotional, especially when you're shaking hands with an executive, even if that executive is from US. I mean, I'll tell you about that executive. Within 2 months of signing the deal, he left himself from the company. So I guess he knew something which he didn't disclose to us at that time, right? I mean, he knew the company is not doing well or something like that, and I mean, he left his position, very senior position of CTO, I think he had in the company. So guys, there are lessons to be learned from all these things which you can apply in future, never to repeat those mistakes again.